guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the first game of the winter season. I played on board 1 and I prepared against the Sicilian opening. And I had a different opponent than I expected, but still I had the Sicilian opening on the board. And yeah, he played a bit more boring line with e5. But yeah, it's not that difficult to play. Whites just have a small advantage because of the hole on d5, but it's quite a calm opening, I would say so. So after knight to d5, knight f6, bishop e3, castle, queen d2. Here it's important that we keep this bishop here. So let's say if he wants to play knight to g4 to trade his knight for the bishop, I can capture here, and if he captures with the queen, I can play bishop g5, the pawn is pinned, and then I can keep my bishop. So that's why it's not possible for black to exchange the knight for my bishop. But here anyway had a different plan. He played bishop e6. And here I thought for some time how to continue, especially with which kind of pawn structure would be in my favor and which not. And here I decided to capture on f6 first. He needs to capture with the bishop because when he captures with the pawn, his pawn structure would be quite weird, also with the semi-open file on the g file. So it's natural that he took with the bishop, then I exchanged my bishop. And here, he got the semi-open file, but in return he has this bad bishop that doesn't do that much. And here I decided, okay, I play for an attack with h4, with potential ideas of rook h3, rook g3, and then attacking on the g file. Knight to d4. I played knight to g5 with the idea of c3, and then this pawn is hanging. And here, of course, I made some calculation. If he would play h6, but then I can play c3, capture, capture. Now both pieces are attacked, so I will win the piece that I invested back. So after, let's say, knight c6, I can capture here. And then I have some attacking motive on the h file. But he simply didn't play h6. He just captured, traded off his bad bishop. I captured with the pawn to give my rook a bit freedom. g6 was really important from him. Otherwise, I would have played in my next move g6. So g6, c3, rook c8, and then I missed the idea that I could play b4 because he can't capture, otherwise I will win the knight, which is one move earlier not possible because then my bishop doesn't have any square and he gets the open c file. So that's why here b4 would have been an option to attack everything in the center. I decided for a different approach with f3 to stabilize the center and also to give Rückzugsfeld for my bishop. And that's why he returned with the knight. And here I had it a bit wrong in mind. I should have just castled because apparently this pawn is important to give me some space advantage. But this file is not dangerous anymore because he can really easily defend it on the 7th rank. So here I should have castled short side and then same plan with b4. Maybe f4 and to attack a bit the center to give my bishop a bit luft. So I decided for king e2 because I thought, yeah, the center will be closed, like it remains closed. Because if he opens, I thought my bishop will be much stronger than his knight. We will see in the game it was not really like that. But yeah, it's not a huge mistake, it's just an inaccuracy. So queen e7, rook f1, now he pushes d5, bishop f2, b5, so he really attacks. And yeah, after b5 actually I wasn't really happy anymore with my position, because the bishop on f2 is not really better than the knight. So I played rook h4. The idea was to defend on the fourth rank in some cases, and as well to prepare rook h1. So rook d8, queen c1, c4, capture, capture. Then I went back to fight now on the d file. Queen b7, rook d2, a bit piece shuffling, queen to b5. And yeah, here I made a mistake. I just should have run with the king to the king side. And then it's quite safe there. Yeah, capturing doesn't help that much, even though it's not clear how black will continue, because this square is way enough defended from my side. And here he can't make that much pressure, and as well the e4 square is enough defended. So kind of one of these moves I should have played. And yeah, king e1 just has the wrong idea, because I just lose a tempi when I would run afterwards to the king side. And after d4 I made a terrible mistake. Like here I thought, okay, when I don't do anything, like let's say I played like king f1, I just thought, okay, he can kind of just playing and everything and just let the center remain like that. But the problem is, it's much better than what I did, because I can more or less defend quite a lot, and I just need to be patient here in this situation. But in the game I was like, yeah, I don't want to sit and wait, which was the mistake, because then I just captured. That I thought I have some counterplay, but in reality it was not like that. He just recaptured, and now c3, d3 is both really strong. After f4, yeah, knight to b4, he comes to d3, and since the pawn is not anymore on c3, b4 is not protected. So then I sacrificed here in exchange. But after queen c6, which is quite an accurate move, I have to decide, do I defend somehow this pawn? But then c1 gets weak. And then, yeah, I played a couple of more moves, but here I resigned because I have less material. My king is much weaker, and yeah, I didn't want it to suffer for much longer. So here the crucial moment was for sure that second is not reacting. Chess space. So now it's good. Yeah, here it would be the crucial moment. I just have to wait. And also here I should have played directly king f1 and then with king g1 to go out of the danger. So I was really upset with this loss because it was really unnecessary. Like, my opponent didn't have any pressure the entire game, and just at the end I was not patient enough, and then I threw the game away. That was a bit disappointing. And yeah, the squad lost as well, so we need to improve for next time. And yeah, with these words I wish you a wonderful weekend, stay healthy and enjoy your own chess game.